as more and more people get their hands on Stadia. One of the premier ways to play may be on your TV via a CCU or Chromecast Ultra. However, a lot of people, including myself, like to play via desktop or laptop. And we like to do it on the Google Chrome browser. But Windows Central is suggesting that there might be a better way to play. See our response to Windows Central. Stadia's better on an Edge browser? Let's get into it.
I'm not sorry. Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It's your boy MM2K back again with another episode of the Stadia Dosage. Do me a huge favor before we get into this one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy's dropping these doses. I appreciate all y'all straight up. Y'all know the deal, y'all know the reason, and y'all know the slogan. We are not too proud to ask. Let's get into it. All right. What's up, everybody? Of course, if y'all follow my content, y'all know I'm part of the Broadband Bullies, okay? Great group of content creators, funny guys, adult-themed stuff, though. Oops, I got so excited, I hit my mic there. A lot of adult-themed stuff, so, you know, tuck the kids in before you tune in to a lot of the Broadband Bullies content, because it's not for the faint of heart. With that said, if you go to broadbandbullies.com, you will see an article that I worked on talking about the people's favorite places to play Stadia, and it looks like that the two predominant places, first and foremost, is on a TV, and Google recognized that, hence why they sent a lot of Premiere bundles out to people for free, you know what I'm saying, and that just helped the popularity of the platform. And another popular way to play is on PC and desktop, your desktop and laptop, right? Now, I prefer the latter. I prefer playing on my desktop because that's where my quote-unquote man cave is. That's where the majority, 99.9% of my play comes to. And then when my wife comes home and gives me, you know, marching orders and I got to go downstairs or whatever, then I'll use my CCU. That being said, it's a great experience on a browser. You know what I'm saying? It's just fantastic. Chromecast Ultra is the best way to play as far as fidelity is concerned and stuff like that, but I just find it easier for streaming purposes using OBS to play on my desktop, so that's just the primary way that I play. That being said, Windows Central, they have their own thoughts behind all this. They had wrote an article that I thought was interesting and may not garner the response from me that you may think would be garnered, or even others that participate on the Stadia Dosage platform. Let me explain. But first, you know how we do. Let me show you something. Okay, this is an article from Windows Central by Richard Devine. I've been liking Richard's work recently on Stadia. You know, whether I fully agree or not, I think it's a fair analysis. And the title of this article is Google Stadia is best on Windows 10 using Microsoft Edge. Google might want you to use Chrome to play Stadia, but you don't have to. All right, and it starts off, the beauty of cloud gaming services like Google Stadia is that you're not required to have any specific potentially expensive hardware to use them. This is 100% accurate with Stadia, which literally requires only a web browser to run on a Windows PC. Naturally, Google steers you to use its Chrome browser, and any Stadia documentation will do the same, but you don't have to use Chrome if you want to check out some games, but you prefer to use Microsoft Edge. That's no problem. Now, and they say there's some big reasons why you should consider using Edge. And I'm going to scroll down because here at first they pretty much talk about the similarities, but here's where they really talk about why they feel playing on Edge is better than playing on Google Chrome. While the end experience is the same, at least on the outside, there's one pretty solid reason to choose Edge over Chrome for your for your Stadia gaming. Edge is better on resources. particularly your system memory. This doesn't apply to gaming, but nevertheless, Edge will play Stadia and be kinder to your PC in the process. In my testing, it appears that Edge will use at least 300 megabytes less RAM playing the same games with only a single tab open. The worst I've seen is hopping into a game, having had Chrome open all day, using it for work, where Stadia helped push it to a whopping 1.5 gigabyte use. Chrome's memory management is still generally behind Edge. Now, if you have a lot of RAM, you might not be so worried. Still, considering that Stadia can be enjoyed on lower spec machines, this suddenly becomes an even stronger recommendation. If you only have 4 gigabytes of RAM, for example, saving as much as 300 megabytes of RAM will make the difference to your system than if you have 32 gigabytes. All right. So, and then they also do the cool thing of giving you a link to accessing Stadia, which is I like this author when they're writing about Stadia. And again, just so I can scroll up here and let everybody see, the individual's name is Richard Devine. I like his articles. Okay, I gotta call it out a lot much more so than Jazz Gordon. Jazz Gordon tries to play the Windows shield and it doesn't work out. He falls flat. He does worse than Tom Warren sometimes. Had to call it out. That being said, that's here nor there. Here are my thoughts on this. I'm going to get to my preliminary thoughts and my overall thoughts on what my suggestion is here in response to all this. I can't say that this article is completely off or it's wrong. Now, here's the pros and cons to their recommendations. Again, the article is not all wrong. On the Edge browser, you know what I'm saying? The Chromium on the Edge Chromium browser, I've experienced this. Project Storm has experienced this. We talked about this behind the scenes. There is some greater fidelity, definitely, when you play on the Edge browser. For some reason, I don't get it. But when I played on Chromium Edge, I said, wow, this thing looks better. You know, shadows were richer and puddles popped up more, and, you know, things just look better on the Edge browser. And then he is not wrong also about it being lighter on resources. And that could be key outside of gaming. Like if you're streaming, like what I'd like to do is I like to stream. So if you're using something that's already resource heavy, like OBS to stream, you might want to do it from Edge depending upon the machine that you have. I'll get into that. Now, here is the thing though, despite all that, what I am noticing with Google Chrome is, in particularly with Google Chrome Canary. Google Chrome Canary is a lot better at resources. That's the beta version of Google Chrome where you get the latest, models of it. And it's a lot better and it's a lot smoother and it's a better overall experience than just the normal Chrome. That being said, sometimes it can be a little unstable, and if it starts cutting up, you might have to stop using it and go use regular Google Chrome. But my preferred experience is Chrome Canary, because Chrome Canary has better performance. When I play on Edge, I notice that the frames are less consistent. Again, I'm not a tech guru, don't understand it, but on Edge, you get better fidelity, but with Chrome, you get better performance. And that could be why the resources are heavier on Chrome. And so therefore, I think the best looking fidelity is Edge, Chromium. The best performance is Google Chrome. But if you want the best balance of both worlds, I suggest looking up Google Canary and installing Google Canary. Okay, and adding all your plugins and stuff there. So those are my thoughts on all this. I mean, it's a great video. It's a great suggestion. Again, I can't say that Richard is totally wrong, but again, from my experience, Google Canary is the best way to play, but I have a beefier machine. So my verdict is, like Richard says, if you have a little bit of RAM, and if the Google Chrome extension, or if the Chrome extensions like Stadia Enhanced, that's a must-have in a lot of ways. Stadia Enhanced, if they work on Chromium like Richard is suggesting they do, and you have a little bit of RAM, like 4 gigs of RAM or less, I would listen to Richard and I would go with Edge. However, if you got a little bit more than 4 gigs of RAM and performance is key to you, you know what I'm saying? I would highly suggest using Google Canary or Google Chrome, or in either or situations, I think you'll get the best of both worlds by using Google Canary. I know it's a lot to digest there, but really you can't go wrong anywhere. But I think it was just important for us to put the full gamut of the information out there. Yes, Edge definitely has its positives, but there is a negative that I think was missed in this article, but I don't think it was done like through malicious. Again, I like Richard Devine's articles as of late. I just think that, if you look at everything in totality, Chrome does give you better performance. I got smoother gameplay experiences, and definitely you get the best of both worlds, I feel, with Google Canary. Definitely check it out. With that said, that's it from your boy MM2K. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below, because like I always say, here's what I think. But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, the Stadia Dosage. With all that said, thank you very much for your support. You have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.